Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are here with the Game Engineer, and we are here celebrating this little release, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm sure you've probably seen it all over the place the past few days, but I thought I'd show you a little bit what I'm going to pull from these here packs. So I'll probably start with, of course, with the bundle here. And I think what we have going on here is on here it looks like what is it, Fire Lord Ozai. So basically, spoiler alert, the bad guy from Avatar: The Last Airbender. He is the leader of the Fire Nation, pretty ruthless dude. Right here we have some excellent art of him being super overpowered from the comet that's flying overhead during the course of the series. You can see on the sides, our little pull tab has the avatar rip, the little avatar symbols. You can see all the fire, earth, water, all that jazz. We do have, so it looks like we, of course, we get all the lands in both regular and foil. Got a clearish looking spin down. I don't know. Maybe that one will also be glow in the dark a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. Nine, is it nine? Yeah, 9 14 card boosters. We do get an alt art of Momo the Friendly Flyer. And then we get that awesome art on the box itself. So, yeah. Otherwise, nothing super notable. There's the, I guess, the top of the box. Avatar, the 4 symbols. Nothing super notable. So let's get cracking. All right. So I imagine there's probably a poster in here. Yes, there is. Here we go. So kind of, I can't tell who that is. If that's Uncle Eero or if that's somebody else. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments. And then that actually looks like it might be General Zhao, maybe? Unless that's also Fire Lord Ozai. Unclear to me. But yeah, cool. Good looking art. Set this, I don't know, out of the way over here. All right, box. And the box does look nice. This is some sick art, actually. So let's throw up a recognition for that artist because that looks awesome. Nathaniel Himowan. Himowan. I don't know. Sweet art though, dude. And then we also have Aang on the other side in full, kind of in full avatar mode, bending all 4 elements. No, sadly, no special planeswalker symbol, which I don't know, kind of would have expected it to have something special. But be that as it may, let's see what we got. Here is that spin down. So okay, maybe not glow in the dark is my guess. I don't have my glow in the dark pen handy, I don't think. Let's see. Maybe not. But there is like there's like shimmer glitter in it, for sure. It actually looks pretty cool. It's a pretty nice spin down. Might use this as a D20. This is like actually one of the better dice that I've seen in quite a while. All right, we'll set that aside. Pull this out so we can see what's on the packs here. So we have some different counters. We've got the art from the box for some separators. We have the strangely not changed at all planeswalker symbol, just straight up white. More counters. So nothing crazy there. Here are our packs. Put this back in here. that aside. The looks like the one that has Momo in it. And we have, of course, the Momo itself. So just flying away. Cool, I guess. See the 1/1 flyer, one white. The first non-lemur creature spell you cast during each turn costs 1 less. Okay, so it gives us a little discount. And then here's the foils. Obviously all themed with Avatar related things, as you might expect. Southern Water Tribe action. Swamps. Okay. So the chases in this set so far are, of course, there's some special treatments that we might get a crack at in a collector pack later on, but I think the real big chase cards right now are I believe Boomy. Boomy's going for a pretty penny, and then Badger Mole Cub. So huge mana dork. And comes back on the field over and over again. So yeah, that's what we're looking to pull. Of course, here's the pack itself. So this is, of course, Aang on the front doing some airbending. Yeah, nothing notable on the back. Of course, this is Universes Beyond, obviously. I am actually a huge fan of Avatar and Korra. But I'm torn because I would rather have magic be magic, but this set seems like it will be better than Spider-Man, and I know a lot more about Avatar than I did about Spider-Man. That will probably help, but I still think they should focus on all those planes that they have available to them. So there's Toph, the first, well, this isn't the first metal bender card, but Toph is a metal bender and an earth bender. Brainwashing, Beifong, Bounty Hunter. All right, that's where we're coming in rare. Messenger Hawk, Kyoshi Village, Ally. All right. Off we go. I have some agreement from the audience. They say let's have magic be magic. As much as Avatar is a cool thing, just isn't magic. It doesn't fit super well, but it'll be okay. Day of the Black Sun. Each creature. I take some umbrage with this card actually because there's another card that uses actually like the same art, and it almost has the same name, which I think was pretty poor form. The other thing I don't like, which is the same thing they did in Final Fantasy and Spider-Man, was sometimes they get lazy on. I haven't pulled one of them yet, but there's the cards where they just took a screenshot. Like, come on, put the effort in. Like, if you make unique art, like, I don't mind that quite as much. When you just take a screenshot of something, come on, you can do better. All right, Day of the Black Sun, Avatar's Destiny in foil. That looks actually pretty nice. All right. We got M-Dogs2 saying Universes Beyond will hurt them in the long run. I tend to agree. I think they'll get a little boost in the short run, but I do think they will alienate their core crowd. Because I think there's a lot of people that'll walk away after the set. Like they're just here to come in and collect for a little bit, and then they're out the door. Fire Lord Zuko. So he's of course one of the back and forth kind of arch nemesis of the Avatar, the young son of Fire Lord Ozai, off to prove himself to his father, and along the way make some friends, and of course eventually turns over a new leaf and becomes good friends with the Avatar. So here's Badger Mole, not the one in question. The Badger Mole Cub is the one we're after, which would love to get it. It's depending on the treatment, it hovers between like I think like $20 and $60 right now, which is crazy. We got Legend of Roku, so he was one of the avatars that was from the Fire Nation. And okay, cool. That's our first mythic. Sorry, I've been remiss in my duties, throwing it up. There's the mythic. And nothing else of note in that box. There is also, I'm sure you can see it over here, there is Jumpstart boosters. So Jumpstart, of course, is just like take 2 packs, mix them together, and you can start playing. So if you buy 4 packs, you can get a random game going with somebody. I think it's actually a fairly decent way to get people in, because it makes it more of like a play what you get. It's almost like mini sealed. Combustion technique. Okay. Here's the set treatment border. Obsessive pursuit. And then there's quite a few that have the symbols on the card, much like we saw in like Ravnica and some of the other sets. Cool. One thing that I was pleased with, which I'm sure wasn't me that they're responding to, but these packs are much easier to open. I see in chat we're talking about oh yeah, we have Star Trek and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming up. And you go ahead and mix it with your Transformers. Get your Optimus Prime out there. There's Momo, Katara, the love interest of young Aang. Unlucky Cabbage Merchant, kind of an inside joke in the show. This poor cabbage merchant goes from nation to nation and always encounters them and has his cart destroyed. So kind of a running joke. We have my Scornful Striker. Talked about that one. Misses the Game Engineer. Might want that card. Right, Turtle Duck. Cute little turtle ducks. We got Lightning Strike. We got a bunch of cards with Appa, the Air Bison. Iroh's Demonstration. Iroh, of course, is ooh, we got Ozai, the Phoenix King. Coming in mythic, coming in hot. Quite literally. So Trample, Firebending Haste. Okay. Has Flying and Indestructible as long as you have 6 or more unspent mana. Alright. Kind of an expensive card, but the Firebending lets you get a lot of mana out on the field fairly quickly, so mana may not be a huge issue for red decks that are playing in this particular set alone. Badger Mole, Cat Owl, Toph. We got another Toph going on. And Firebending Student. Aang's Journey. That's it. And we are up to the last one of that pack right there. Or of the bundle. And that is almost card for card identical to the pack I just opened, I think. But we did get a Phoenix fleet ship in kind of the fancy, almost like the Brothers War treatment. It's almost what it looks like. Coming in Mythic though. Nice little vehicle. All right. Let's maybe move these out of the way real quick. And we'll start cracking packs from this other set, or this other box. All right. So here's the box. Here's the whole gang on here. We got Aang, Katara, Zuko, Toph, and Sokka. All right. Side, got the symbol. Front, we got the symbol. Back, bend the elements like a master. Okay, so what do we have going on here? We've got a little insert. Can scan the QR code and probably brings you to the set online. Here's all the archetypes for the rest of this. Oh, cool. All right, let's pull these out real quick and we will quickly go through these so that you don't have to wait too long. Gonna make it a pretty short video. We'll kind of skip through these to the good stuff. Meteor Sword. Okay, got another one of those. So it'll be interesting to see what the actual rarity on some of these are, because I have seen a lot of people posting online on these like special like neon treatments. So I don't know if they're less rare than people were expecting, or if they're just slightly enriched in sort of this opening day shipments, because it definitely seems like quite a few people are pulling them. But maybe it's just whatever confirmation bias from people not pulling them or not posting them, right? Boomy, there we go. Rockin' hard. Boomy, of course, is sort of the eccentric, maybe you might even say crazy Earth Nation leader. Badger Mole. He's getting a little heal action going on. All right. Foggy Swamp Visions. I don't quite remember what that one's referring to, but be that as it may. So I haven't thrown up my rares yet. Maybe I'll just stop doing rares. Kiyoshi's Battle Fan. I believe that's from one of the very first episodes. Fire Nation Engineer. Jasmine Dragon Tea Shop. Rebellious Captives. Oh, that was a good episode. Yeah, there's a island, I guess, concentration camp where the Fire Nation brings earth benders, and it doesn't have any earth on it, so they can't really do anything. And then they bring in a bunch of rocks and let those rebels go to town. Koda, Selfless Commander. Aang, Swift Savior. That's got some pretty nice art right there. Double Sider even. Aang and La, Ocean's Fury. So this one is, I believe this is one that comes without special treatment. We also have Fire Lord. Aang Awoken Avatar, Flying Indestructible 2020. Dang. From a Marit Log reskin. Oh, that's cool. So no cup yet. Boomy, King of Three Trials. Lo and Lee, twins. Combustion Man. Let's see, is that the explosive bender? Explosion bender? I don't remember if that was, I thought that was in the Legend of Korra though. Maybe they have both in here. Yeah, that one was brutal when that guy got taken care of. Come on, we want that Badger Mole Cub. Bring it. Earth King. Oh no, poor Appa got caught. We got that Koi. Katara. That these packs aren't super diverse. Seeing a lot of duplicate bulk. Which, I mean, it's not a massive set, so I guess that's maybe to be expected, but it would be nice not to see back-to-back packs that are identical. Spirit Oasis, Princess Yue, Haru Hidden Talent. Have to rewatch the show maybe. I don't remember some of these very well. The Boomy Bash. Ooh, the Bloodbender, Hama. Ty Lee, the Chi Blocker. All right, South Pole Voyager. I know there's gonna be some love for Ty Lee. Might even go a little beyond love, but always a fan favorite, I guess. All right, here's one of those where they kind of just look like a screenshot, I think. But Teferi's Protection, I'll throw that up. We will say that might be our lead card right now. Agna Kayla. Wartime Protesters. All right. Interesting about that kind of this guy, the Teferi's Protection. That was like just seemingly in a random slot. That wasn't like a rare slot even. So I don't know if that was like a miscollation or if they just randomly get inserted into any of the slots. Kyoshi's Island Plaza, Suki. Merchant of Many Hats. Seismic Sense. 12 Hard-Headed Teacher. Uncle Iroh, the Grand Lotus. He is, of course, in the show, head of the Grand Master of the White Lotus group, which is a uh, hidden group of do-gooders, I guess, technically, trying to keep balance in the nations, um, which is not incredibly surprising, but considering he is the main advisor to the aggressive Fire Nation, it ends up being a little bit of a twist that he's all along been sort of trying to get people to chill out, which he does the entire time. So Zuko the Conflicted, the origin of metal bending. This is just a tap land. Nothing to talk about. I don't believe there are any exotic lands in this set, to my knowledge, or at least not anything like. I don't think there's any shocks or fetches from what I recollect reading. Oh no, leave poor Appa alone. Ba Sing Se. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Alright, we are still finding ourselves cubless, which is not ideal. We got another Avatar's Wrath. We don't get that cub. It's gonna be not gonna feel good. Not gonna feel good. Getting a lot of Zuko's. Got another one of those Beifong bounty hunters. Okay. Digging into the next set here. Next set of cards. And then we'll be digging into those collector boosters. Mai, the Jaded Edge. Avatar's Destiny. Pulled one of those already. Slightly, I guess we pulled a foil of it earlier. Okay. Come on, Cup. The Cave of Two Lovers. Azula. Katara the Fearless. Tapland. Southern Air Temple. Rockalanche. Earth King's Lieutenant. Aang's the Swift Savior. So we got a different treatment of that one. All right. Wan Chi Tong, the Librarian, coming in Mythic for us. Very nice. This one is has flash, flying, vigilance, and what is the effect here? You put X plus one counters on them, and draw half of X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches, okay. This seems highly abusable, especially if you're playing what, a Simic deck. If you had doubling season, you'd be laying down a lot of counters. The Rumble Arena. Oh, interesting. Wait, what? Vigilance. Does a land have vigilance? Master Paku. There it is. There it is, folks. We got it. Boom. Goes the dynamite. We pulled out that Badger Mole Cub. Although I would love to pull it in the other treatment. Although I will take this one. So it is going up here with Teferi's Protection. Gotta take what you can get. But we did get the Badger Mole. So that takes the pressure off for sure. That takes the pressure off. And if we can get the other, if we get lucky enough and can get the other kind of the cooler looking treatment, the Brothers War treatment, then even better. Raven Eagle. Got full art land of a sewer. Ultimately, at the end of the day, right, the treatment doesn't matter. It's whether you have the card. Oh, there we go. Very, very last scene of the show. Does some human bending there. Or I guess energy bending is what they called it, right? Where he takes away Firelord Ozai's ability to bend. And there is the fall of Azula. Sokka. Elemental Teachings. Team Avatar. Firelord Azula. There was a new one. Tiger Seal. Another rare. Getting the rares. All right. Last pack before we dive into some of the good stuff. And what do we got? We got Daily Agents. We have Zhao, the Ruthless Admiral. Firebending, Diligent, Zookeeper. Okay, so we got a pretty nice last pack there. We did get one of those Special Brothers War cards, just not the one we wanted, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. So I guess you can probably crack these open just so you can see what they kind of look like. Probably keep one sealed. Keep the mystery in play, but we'll open one of these. These are, I mean, these are less of a mystery, right? Because they're kind of, I think there's only 2 random cards in each one. So that here's a Sparky, Big Booms and Lessons, a mono red deck. So this comes with a couple lands, and it comes with, of course, um, some cards. So here's just a divider card. Then, you know, obviously this is a mono red one, so they'll all be red cards. This one comes with Ran and Shaw, Zuko, the Combustion Man, Overwhelming Victory, and then a bunch of lands. So yeah, just take these, you cram them together, and you get yourself a just a nice little deck to play a quick one-on-one with somebody. So yeah, Jumpstart, not a bad way to play quick game with someone. All right, let's get into the main event here. Probably what you all want to see is we've got, of course, some collector boosters here. Of course, this is Aang here in avatar mode in all his foily glory. And hopefully we pull something cool from here. All right. Let me quickly off camera check the collation here. Okay. Collated backwards, so we'll do the flip. So we got usually the first 8, right, are just bulk. So we're not gonna go through those too much. Acrobatic leap. Usually whenever you hit the land, you know, well, there's young Aang with his little buddies before they get Vadered. All right. So there's the land, and we know that we got one Swift Savior already. So there's the foil treatment. All right, Duelist's Heritage. Hey Bye, Forest Guardian. Coming in Mythic. Very nice. Hey Bye literally meaning white and black, which of course pandas are. All right, Fabled Passage in a foil. All right. So that's maybe, I guess that might be the most exotic land in this set, I believe. So, cool. And last one, Waterbender Ascension. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to player, put that quest counter on this enchantment, and if it's form a close a draw card. That doesn't seem great. Waterbend 4, target creature can't be blocked this turn. Yeah, I don't know if that sounds very good. Okay. Got a turtle duck art card. Cute little turtle ducks. Okay. Next pack. All right. We'll flip these over real quick. I don't think there's even the possibility to get anything particularly exotic in the shiny bulk. They're just the shiny versions. Jong Jong, the Deserter. Flying Dolphin Fish. A Helicorn. Fire Nation attacks. I guess you might be able to get some different like art treatments, but I don't think there's anything too not so. Firebending Student. Okay, I think we even pulled that one before. Not the shiny one though. Salvagers. Tiger Seal in kind of the cooler art. All right, let's go. Fevered Visions. beginning of at the beginning of the player's end step, the player draws a card. If player is your opponent or has 4 or more, okay, whatever. And Secret of Bloodbending is mythic. It's an additional cost to cast a spell. You may waterbend 10. You control target opponent during the next combat phase. This spell's additional cost is paid. You control that player during their next turn. Oh, interesting. Expensive, super expensive. So there must be some way to bring that cost down. Because that would be 14 mana. But you do get to control them in their next turn. Interesting. I feel like Edge of Eternity's had a much cheaper way of doing that, though, with the Domination Ring or Domination Band. So, considering this is the directly following set, seems like they probably should have aligned that a little better. Okay. All right, and the last of my collector packs. Let's see. Octopus Form. Kyoshi Warriors. Centuries. The Technique. Roots. Uncle Iroh. Komodo Rhino. Reversal. Actually, what is this one? Untap all non-land permanents you control. Actually, I like that card. Bosco, just a bear. There's that land. Okay, let's go. All right, Ranshaw, Double Dragon. The Water Whip, coming in rare. Reckless Blaze. Come on, come on. Scout's Warning. The next creature card you play this turn can be played as though it had flash. Oh, flash granting. I like that. And Azula, the Cunning Usurper. In kind of a special, probably alt art. Firebending 2. Control, exile. During your turn, you may cast cards as though they had flash. Okay, so another flash card. So, that's cool. I guess that's sort of in line with her whole theme of lightning. All right, and then I do have one special pack. We've got an Infinity Collector, which is what we'll use to close it on out. And let's see what we got. Of course, going for a delightful land would be the main card. We got Phone a Friend. We got a Rules Lawyer. We got the Hospitality Hostess, and just regular lands. No shocks. Oh well. Well, thanks, folks. This is the Game Engineer. We were here opening up some Avatar. Thanks for joining me, and we will talk to you another day. Have a great one. Cheers.